Hi everyone, my name is Shwe-Paul and today I'm going to be sharing my top 4 tips on how to stop caring about what people think. And the reason I'm making this video is because I personally struggled with this most of my life, and it wasn't until the last 3 years when I started working on improving myself that I found ways on how to stop caring about what people think, so much to the point where it used to stop me from chasing my dreams and living the life that I wanted. So if you are struggling with the same issue as me, here are my top 4 tips on how to stop caring about what people think. Tip number 1, write it down. Get it out of your head and onto a piece of paper. Writing things down can be therapeutic. And in this case, I also want you to come back 5 to 10 minutes later and read what you've just written. You'll have a clearer perspective on the situation when you do this. And I normally find that when I read things that I've written 5 to 10 minutes later, I realize how irrational and ridiculous it would be to allow this person's opinion of me stop me from living the life that I want to, or even bother me. Because you'll realize when you read it again that these thoughts and opinions they have are more to do with them than they are to do with you. And just remember, you should only care about your own opinion and also the opinion of those that are in the same position that you want to be in one day. And even then, don't ever let anybody bring you down or put limitations on you, because you are the only person that can give them permission to do so. Which brings me to my next tip. Tip number 2, practice self-love and respect. The reason you care about others' opinions, if you are anything like me, is because you care about others' opinion more than you care about your own opinion. And chances are you probably also are addicted to validation from other people, which I will admit that was definitely me. And I found that the trick to this is you need to start learning to validate yourself rather than looking for it externally. Because when you look for validation externally, you give up your power. You allow others to have the power of control over your life, and their opinions will continue to affect you unless you learn to validate yourself. And this is why you need to practice self-love and self-respect, in the sense of becoming the source of your own validation rather than looking for it externally. Think about it. In the last tip, what did you write down about the things that are bothering you about others' opinions? Now pretend you are your best friend and your best friend has come to you telling you that these opinions are affecting them and their life. What advice would you give your best friend? Would you tell your friend to conform, give up on their dreams, change themselves to make others happy? No, you wouldn't. So why aren't you giving yourself the same advice? Practice self-love and self-respect next time you feel yourself caring about what others think more than you do. You need to be a better friend to you. Comment fire in the comment section below if this resonates with you. Tip number 3, get clear on what you want in your life. If you are allowing the opinions of others affect you and dictate your life, then chances are you don't have a clear picture of what you want out of life. With a clear purpose, why and reason that you exist and why you live the way you do, nothing and no one will stop you or affect you anymore. I know this now because I was in that same position 3 years ago when I started my personal development journey. I didn't know what I wanted out of life. I didn't know who I was or what I wanted. So I allowed the world to dictate my life. Whereas now I have a clear picture of what I want from life and where I want to be in life. And that has allowed me to drown out the noise and continue just doing the best that I can do and being the best version of me that I can be. So to stop caring so much about what people think, get clear on what you want in life. Tip number 4, get perspective and shift the focus. The reason you care about what others think is because you've been conditioned to by society. If you think about it, when you were a child, you had to ask your parents' opinion and advice and permission before you could do anything. And there's a point in life where, yes, you did need to get that advice and opinion from your parents, but then when you became an adult, no one told you. You could stop asking for permission and you could start making your own decisions. So to stop caring about what others think, you need to change your thought patterns by shifting the focus and getting perspective. And I've created this next exercise just for you to help you get perspective. Number 1, write on a piece of paper or notepad on your phone the thing you want to do but you're afraid to because of what people will think of you. You can pause this video and go and write it down. In the next line, write down the question: if I didn't do this before I die, would I regret it? On your deathbed, when you look back at your life, would you regret not taking this opportunity? Would you regret caring about what these people are saying? This is a question I ask myself every single day since the day my mother passed away 3 years ago. She was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer and she was only given 9 months left to live. It was a hard way to learn this lesson, but ask yourself, if you were diagnosed with a terminal illness, would you care about what other people thought of you anymore? Would you let the thoughts of others stop you from being your authentic self? I don't think so. This is the question I start asking myself every time I start caring about what other people think of me. Remember, there are 7.8 billion people in the world today, and every single one of them will have a different opinion of you. If you let the opinions of other people run your life, first of all, you will never be able to make everyone happy. You will never be able to please every single person with different perspectives, values, and opinions. In the next line, write down what would your life look like if you let other people's opinions stop you from living the life of your dreams. For the next month, the next year, the next 10 years, the next 20 years, and so on and so on and so on. Be very detailed. Put emotions into it, because this will link pain to the thought of ever letting anybody else's opinion stop you from letting your light shine bright and living and doing the things you want to do in life. And in the future, you won't let your old thoughts get in the way again. Give the exercise a try. Give it a good 10 to 15 minutes and refer to it whenever you start having these feelings come up again. And refer to this video whenever you need to. When I was 17, I stopped doing art because my deputy principal told me I'd get nowhere in life with art. From 18 to 24, I was obsessed with makeup, and the thought of making a YouTube channel for makeup really excited me, but also freaked me out because I was so scared of what other people would think of me, so I never did it. So looking back, knowing what I know now, I would do things differently. But you can't change the past. The only thing you can do is change your future and take control of it. So those are my top 4 tips on how to stop caring what others think. To summarize, tip number 1, write it down. Get it out of your head and onto a piece of paper to be able to see the situation clearer. Tip number 2, practice self-love and respect. Treat yourself like your own damn best friend. Get clear on what you want in life. A clear why and purpose in your life will allow you to do what you really want to do and overcome what others think of you. Tip number 4, get perspective and shift the focus. Remind yourself of what your life would look like if you allowed the opinions of others run your life. And ask yourself, do you really want that life? So that's it, guys. Those are my top 4 tips on how to stop caring about what others think. If this video has helped you, please smash that like button so I know to keep making these types of videos in the future. And comment down below your top tips on what's helped you in the past. I'm super curious to know what's helped you, but also it will be super helpful for those watching this video as well. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today. I'm super honored to help you on your journey to becoming the best version of you.